Now we have three students from the Teachers College, Olumoyabeomo.
Let's celebrate our parents, let's celebrate our guardians, let's celebrate our parents and guardians. Of course, from Unity High School, we have the coordinator, Mr. Akinde. Where are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Also on the high table, we have one of the representatives from Wema Bank. They are the financial backbone of the company. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Please let us celebrate our dear father here. Thank you so much. We have Mr. Ajayi, coordinator from Ashiro High School. Thank you so much for joining us. We have from Ebenezer Grammar School, Mrs. Ayola, also in attendance of this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Also from Ilugu High School, we have Alaja. This Sabo now. I can get Showball. Okay. I can get a picture to this. Thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I can tell you that we are still expecting so many dignitaries here. We are expecting delegates from the Ministry of Education. We are expecting in attendance some school principals as well. Of course, we have on our way, I can confirm, the father of the day as well. Take the night for our opening remarks. Thank you so much.
All right, good morning, everyone. Okay, distinguished guests, sponsors, partners, beneficiaries, ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this medium to welcome everyone to this event today. Thank you all for coming.
You can see this. Okay. I want to say that our parents, they are co-creators. They brought us into this world. Let's give them a round of applause. There are many teachers here. They are nurturers. So a dentist, a neurosurgeon, you are what you are because of them. Let's give it up for our teachers. Let's also give it up for this beautiful brand, Barods Empowerment, Barods Global, and the many stakeholders, the sponsors. The Bible says, he that lends to the poor, that gives to the poor, lends to the Lord. And you have been a very wonderful job. Let's give it up for them, please. And to the children, our future. I'm sorry I might be saying one or two things about the Bible. I cannot be here without God. You understand? So just bear with me. The Bible says children are arrows. They're like arrows in the hand of the strong, of the mighty. And what that passage means to me is, imagine a very strong man, a warrior. If you want to shoot an arrow, what do? You pull it back, all the way back. So the parent is the strong man. Because the way things are supposed to work is we are not supposed to know the end of our children. So we may not even see, how far they will go. So we are standing here and we are shooting them into the future. And that's why we are using education as that tool. You can use another analogy. You want to build a house. How deep the foundation goes determine what you're going to build on it. If it's going to be a bungalow or a skyscraper. And with that being said, my name is Benga Loge, and I'm the man they call Igobeta. Igobeta is a story of resilience, of pure God's grace, of never giving up, of hope. And I'll be sharing one or two stories with you just for you to understand that you have no reason whatsoever to give up. You have no excuse to give up. And I must also start by saying that sometimes I feel that we sometimes use cosmetics to handle some issues. There are times that we talk about the fruits and we're not talking about the roots. I believe that we need to go to the basics. If I mention some names, some of you will know the names. Osama came, Bin Laden, he came from a family. Obama, the president, one-time president of America, came from a family. And so many of them, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, came from a family. And you will agree with me that the family is a bedrock of the society. It's a bedrock of the society. So it all starts from there. So it go better. I would cut off some things because of our time. But I'll start by saying this young man you're looking here, by the time I was age 12, I'd lived with about maybe 5, 6 different families. A 12-year-old. I went to about maybe 4 primary schools. If I should add when I did my external exam and when I did my GC, I went to about 6 secondary schools. Okay, if you don't know what that means if I get to a school and I'm trying to like form bond, friends, I make best of friends and all that, before I know what's happening, I'm yanked off, I go to another place. So there's no roots. And it all started from the family. And you might want to point the finger and say, maybe, oh, what happened to the father, the mother? The truth of the matter is, we are not all perfect. Do you understand? We are not all perfect. We give what we have. And sometimes we are product of our ancestors. How they brought us up is what we will do as well. That was going to be paid. And our dreams, the things I wanted to achieve, I've always wanted to help people and all that. There was a time things got so bad, sibling rivalry, that I took, I wanted to commit suicide. I felt I've had enough. You know, I don't want to go into too much details and all that because, you know, just for you to have the background. And this young man, my friend, I remember that day I was in my room, I already put a detergent in a cup. And I was like, I'm tired, am I a member of this family, blah, 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 blah. A teenager, I'm sure you know how teenagers can be rebellious. I had my own fair share of the whole thing. So I put the detergent in the water. And I was going to drink it. And this young man, my brother came in, and I was like, guy, what's happening now? You want to? I said, I'm tired. He's just a year older than I am, but the level of, of wisdom that God has bestowed on him. And he said something. He said, okay, over Puabi, all right. But the thing is, this omo you want to use to, you want to drink it. If you drink it, before you die, help will come. Don't take it. I have Gamale 20 upstairs in my room. We're able to think upstairs. I will go and get Gamale 20. I will mix it for you. You understand? So you drink it and it will be instantaneous. There will be no, you want to die. So there will be no way for you to change your mind. I was like, is this guy okay? What are we talking about? What are you talking about? And he also said something. He said by the time you drink this thing and your enemy dies, you wonder what will happen to me. Maybe I will go to hell. Don't worry, I will eat your akara, then I will give my life to Christ if anything happens. And just somehow, I had anything. I was like, what's going on? Do I really want to die? And from there, we changed some things. My younger sister, we called her in and we were laughing from that point. So one thing is, it's good for you to have good heads around you. There are people that would have not what to say. Do you understand? To get out of that condition. Okay? So that's just part of the background. So for that 1999, I remember I left home January 19th, 1999. I was in Oduduwa Secondary School then. And when I said nothing was forthcoming, I said, let me take my future into my own hands. I've been hearing of Ikorodu. I've never been to Ikorodu all my life. And they got a job for me there. Another story, there was a time that I had to go to people's house to wash clothes. So they say, fine bar, forget fine bar, some fine bar. I will go on a particular day to wash their clothes. The next 2 days, I will go and I will iron. Just to make end meet. The first thing I bought in my house, 5,500 was from that job. Okay, so eventually I got a job in a church office, Redeem. Yoruba says, Oju meri loan biomo oigba oju longo. That means it takes 2 people to give birth to a child. But it is a community actually. So there are so many people involved in my story. Do you understand? I got there, I was working. I will run into my classmates from secondary school that will be talking about projects. I've still not gotten admission. I'll meet some of them. There was a day I was at, what's it called now? TBS. I went there to walk to March Street to do things there. I met one fine chick and I was like, babe, we're vibing and all that. And I was like, what's up? Okay, I'm putting it for Unilag, this. And she was like, okay, don't worry. By the time I said, we will see in Unilag. And she said, oh, sorry, we won't be able to meet. I said, what happened? Are you not Unilag? She said, yes. She said she's in her final year. By the time I will enter, she would have gone.
My destiny, I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions.